darlings, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna start with our Ulta eyeshadow primer in Champagne. I just apply this with my fingers and make sure it's all over the lid and up to the brow bone. And then we're gonna go in with our Makeup Forever Step 1 hydrating primer and do that all over the face. I like to just prime everything to start. It's a little bit easier. Last up, we're going to go in with our ColourPop Pressed Pigment in Firefly on a Morphe Copper Dream Set eyeshadow brush, and that'll be all over the lid and up to the brow bone. Next, we're going to go in with ColourPop's Note to Self on a Morphe Bullet Crease brush from the Copper Dream Set. And we're just going to pop that right in the crease. Doesn't have to be too neat because you're going to blend it out. And we'll just use the earlier eyeshadow brush that we did the Firefly color with to blend that out. We go into the Morphe 35P palette. We're just going to go across the bottom and deepen this crease. So we'll start with that tan shade and kind of create that outer V shape. And of course we'll blend that out with circular motions. And we'll go down to that next darker brown shade and just focus that even, just mostly on the outer corner. Don't go as far into the face. And blend, of course, like my mannequin. I'm going to go into that darkest shade of brown there on a Morphe E36 brush. I changed brushes by accident, so I think that this is a great option if the Copper Dream Set is still out of stock, for sure. And we're just blending that out to make sure it's seamless. The NYX COSMIC Metals palette is amazing. I like to apply it either with my fingers or a brush. This is the top left color. It's kind of a dusty rose gold or a champagne gold color, and I mixed that with a little bit of the peach gold. For the inner corner, we'll take that Morphe M321 brush and get some of that rose gold highlight from Makeup Revolution in the inner corners and also on the brow bone. This is a very pigmented highlighter, so I like to mix it with the golden lights or peach lights. This time I did golden lights. Gives it a little bit more glow, but I like the pinky undertone of the other one. For liner today, I used Gerard Cosmetics Boss Lady on an icing angled brush. Any synthetic angled brush will work. This actually worked really well as an eyeliner. I don't like it as much as a lip color because it does feather on my lips, even with a liner. That's the Makeup Revolution Excessive Lash Mascara. I absolutely love how this looks when you build it up. It's a really pretty mascara. I went into the Morphe 20 Con palette for the color concealers, and I'm putting them on my red spots on my face. I'm just using a e.l.f. smudge brush for that. It is super pigmented, but once you blend it out, it's not as bad. And we're going to use a damp beauty blender. I dampened this a little bit more than usual to blend out this concealer because it is, I just feel like, a little bit stiff. I'm sure there's other color correcting concealers that I could try, but this is the one I have, so this is how we did it. And you can see that it does cancel off the redness, and once you blend it out, it's not nearly as green. I also popped on an under eye concealer that's just a peach color. Just didn't show it here. But now we're going to go in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation in the shade 0.5. And we're just, I put most of the dots where I put the color correcting, and then the rest where I think I need a little bit of coverage. Going wild there. Okay, and then we're going to just pounce this into the face with a damp beauty blender and make sure that we are nice and blended. just kind of drag it down the neck a little bit. I don't add any extra product. I feel like that gives a nice gradient to match in that color. This color is a good close match to my skin tone though. I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer in L1 Neutral. I like to pull it up all the way to kind of like snatch that contour with the highlight at the top, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like a cheekbone. And then I'm going to set that in place with a Makeup Forever translucent powder. I didn't link this brush, but it is, let's see. It is the Morphe E14 brush. And it's great for packing on powder. I use it more for face powder than I do for eyeshadows. I don't know if it's made for eyeshadows or not. Take a little more of that concealer and highlight the middle of the face. And blend that out with a beauty blender. At this point, if you have any color correcting showing through, you could use a skin tone concealer to cover that up. But I didn't have any because my foundation is really high coverage. I went in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour stick in shadow, and I'm just going to go ahead and contour my face. If you have a very round face, you can do a chin contour that's a little bit higher than where your actual jawline is. It just helps your face look a little less plump. For this, I am using a Morphe E7 brush. Yeah, an E7 brush. I feel like the stiffer concealers, it's better to blend it with a brush than a beauty blender. And I know my chin contour is not super perfectly blended yet, but it gets there by the end, so it's fine. And I almost forgot to blend my nose contour, but I got it. So airspun powder on the powder puff it comes with. I just pack this all over my face to make sure nothing is moving. And then I'll go in with a powder brush after to wipe off any excess. And actually add powder if I need it, but I just mostly wiped off the excess there. Make sure it goes down the neck a bit. I think that skin finish looks really good. Okay, I'm going to go in with our Anastasia Beverly Hills Powder Contour Palette on a Morphe Angled Blush Brush, and we're going to go ahead and use Fawn to set that contour and build it up. I like to contour my forehead for sure, otherwise I feel like my cheeks are contoured too dark, even though it's a very light color. And to build that contour up a little bit more, I'm going to use the color Javo from that palette and a Morphe Deluxe highlighting brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and stick most of that color toward the hairline. To clean it up, I just took a little extra airspun powder on an angled brush and just ran that under the contour, and then blend it all together. Golden Days is such a beautiful bronzer. Sometimes I feel like when I'm contouring with those products, they're a little too cool tone, especially now that it's getting to be springtime and warmer out, especially in Texas. So I just wanted to bronze up my face a little bit, make it a little more lifelike. Take that middle blush color from the Morphe 9N palette, pop that on the apples of the cheeks and up the contour. A little bit on the nose, forehead, and then blend it all out with a big fluffy powder brush. Now for highlight, I changed my lighting to try to see if I could show you how amazingly blinding it is. I only succeeded on one side, but that's okay. I love the Makeup Revolution highlighters. They work super awesome. And I do blend them again, just to make sure that they're all like seamlessly blended together, contour, highlight, bronzer, and blush. For eyebrows, I just like to brush them up pretty hard with a spoolie, and then I go ahead and use a brow gel. Today I used the Gimme Brow from Benefit in shade 5. I do like to go a shade darker on my brows. I just really think it gives a nice dramatic look. I actually have the shade 3 too, and that's a closer match, but like I said, I like it to be a bit darker. I usually do the chill setting spray twice, like before I do my lips, let it sit, and then again at the very end. For lips today, I tried the Makeup Revolution Iconic lipstick. This stuff is actually amazing. Look at that pigment. First of all, super creamy, but it doesn't wear off right away. It's hydrating. I love it. I have it in the Iconic lipstick, and I also have the Rose Gold lipstick in another color, and they are so beautiful. And then I just popped a little bit of the Cosmic Metals palette from NYX on the eyes to give it a little extra shimmer at the end, and also on the lips. So yeah, that's what I came up with. There's a little close-up of the eyes. I absolutely love how they turned out. And the whole face overall, I think, is a really awesome look. Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up.